Peace. Honey, I get so excited. Like a little kid. Okay. First off, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Oh, the energy. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Honey, I ain't on nothing. Okay. So don't even come over here saying, oh, this girl must be on something. Honey, well, actually, right now I'm drinking some herbal tea. You know, with a few things in there, okay? We got some chamomile. Okay, we got some blue vervain, some Damiana. Okay, it's that time of month. Okay, so that's why I'm drinking the herbal tea. And I don't only drink the herbal tea like when it's only that time of month. I drink the herbal tea throughout the day, but mainly when it's that time of month, if I'm being honest. Okay, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. I don't know if I said that already, but if I did, okay, but let's say it again. Okay, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, do understand your day, your life is going to get better once your perception gets better. My life is so phenomenal, and the reason being is because one, I understand that I am not alone. Okay. And I want you to understand that too. I want you to understand and get that, all the programming that you have been told that things have to be hard, they have to be difficult. You have to seek love outside yourself. Hey, Daniel, peace here, baby, peace here, peace here. You have to seek love outside yourself. You have to, work so hard until you exhausted. Okay. That is not true. Okay. That is not true. What you have to understand is, first of all, we're going to get into the self-image thing, okay? Because that's really what the topic is about, okay? How to know what type of self-image you have, okay? And I'm going to give you guys some stories about, how I knew, well, at that particular time, I didn't know my self-image was, like, so low, okay? My confidence, honey, I didn't have any until I started doing the work on myself. And this is what I want for you guys, okay? Um, I'm from the US. Where you from, Sean? Just Z1. So not true. What's not true, honey? I don't know what you talking about, girl. So anywho, oh, you from South Africa? Okay. Name a car for an addict. Bugatti. All right, so let's get into this. So this is one of the things. Hey, has I? Yeah, yes, girl, I thought you was coming for me. Okay. Okay, just see one. Okay, now I knew we was on the same page, girl. Okay, so listen, what you have to understand is that a lot of the stuff that we have been programmed and conditioned to believe is false. Okay, and I always say this because it's really true. I don't. This is one of the things that you may have to come to terms and grips with is your family. They did the best that they knew how to do. Now, I know, honey, don't come for my neck. Don't come for my neck, okay? Because I know some of you guys, you may feel a certain type of way. Listen, the reason I say that because it's true, okay? I remember someone told me that when they was growing up, they was told constantly that they was a reject, that they was a failure, that they was a nobody. Okay. Now, this is how the self-image it get formed. Okay. When you are I want to say when you in your mother's womb, okay, all the stuff that you are being around, okay. What type of car, honey? I'm driving a Range Rover. Why you want to know? Okay, why you want to know? Okay, honey, I'm manifesting it. Okay, doing these videos. That's why you're gonna keep on watching them. Okay, but listen, this is how this stuff. This is how this stuff is. This is how you being programmed. Okay, when you was a child, right? Your parents, they only could teach you what they knew, right? If they didn't know certain things, right, they would not be able to teach you it. Okay. And one of the things you have to understand. So when I was a kid, okay, I can't look at the comments, please, because I'm gonna get sidetracked. I got 3 books to read today, okay, and then I gotta go make this video at Dollar Tree, okay. So come on, please, please. You know I appreciate you guys, but keep on leaving the comments, okay. You gonna help with the algorithm, okay, honey. So listen, when I was a kid. Some of you guys may know the lifestyle that I grew up around, okay? I grew up around people who were on drugs, prostitutes, things of that nature. Oh, please, I hope there's no one on here that is like 12 years old. Please, not this video, not this one, okay? And that's what I pretty much seen and witnessed. I witnessed abuse, okay? And so I had this self-image, or I had this programming that was going on, especially when it came to love, right? That in order for a guy to really love me, he has to put his hands on me. Now, I know, because when I told my brother this, when I was about 17 years old, I think, or 16 years old, I said, I want a guy that is going to, put his hands on me, because that's what I grew up seeing. I didn't know at the time why I was saying it. I just thought that was love. We get our definition and our programming from the people who have raised us, okay? And so that was my definition, and that was, my mindset, okay? And so it wasn't abnormal for me to then later on get into a relationship with a guy who was extremely abusive, okay? And then keep going back and staying in that relationship thinking that this was love, okay? You have to start changing your self-image, okay? That is the number one secret. And it's not really a secret, okay? Because a lot of a lot of people have known this information, okay? And that's why if you listen to Earl Nightingale, Strangest Secret, okay, whereas though he talks about you get what you focus on, okay? And so that was number one. Number two, my self-image was so low because I would take certain jobs. Certain times we would say, well, no, I work here because, I just work here. And for a long time, I would have that argument. And it would be a lot of successful people who I may have came across watching them on YouTube or watching them, different places or whatever, or investing into their programs, right? And they would say, your income is a reflection of your self-image. And I used to be like, that is not true, okay? And it is some truth to that, because if you have like a high self-esteem about yourself, it's just certain jobs that you won't do, right? And it's no shade, okay? Because I've been an Uber driver, okay, a taxi driver, okay, all right. And it's funny because I often say that the kingdom is within you. Okay, it's 2 books that I highly recommend. Ura Anderson, 3 Magic Words. In that book at the beginning, and it's so funny because this is how you could also see if you are on the right path, right? And this is how I seen, because Nipsey Hussle, okay, recommended that book, okay. Dr. Miles Monroe read that book. Dr. Wayne Dyer read that book. Bob Proctor read that book, and I said, hold on, okay. And B.O.B., rapper B.O.B., okay, read that book. And the reason why I know that is because when I started reading a book, I started saying, oh my goodness, I heard Dr. Miles Monroe say this. And it's some of the things that he said. He said, no matter if it's the man under the bridge or the successful person, okay, they all want to know why we are here, what's our purpose, okay? And it's 2 other things, right? Each and every one of us all want to know, how did we get here, right? We all want to know that. We all ask those questions, okay? And so I remember I was reading 3 Magic Words, which 3 Magic Words is really a phenomenal book. It is so good. It talks about prompters, basically belief systems, and how to start changing your belief systems, how to start changing your mindset. So if you want to see how your self-image is, the first place I would highly suggest your self-talk. What is your self-talk like? You see, when people used to give me compliments, right, I will always find something wrong with it. Right? Like not necessarily something wrong with the compliment, but something wrong. Like, I remember this memory comes up so well. I remember I was working for this security company and I had just got my hair done. And my hair, it was all right. Okay, I thought it could have been better. But it was a young lady, me and her, we was pretty cool. And when I walked in, she was like, "Oh, girl, Dina, your hair is nice." And I always found something wrong with girl. I thought she could have done better than this, right? Always found something when people would give me a compliment, I would find something wrong, right? Within myself. Like, oh, that dress is nice. Girl, this dress, it was only $6, right? There's ways that you can, because it's like, it's hard for you to take a compliment. Okay? It's hard for you to take a compliment because maybe you perhaps feel like you're not worthy of compliments, right? Only thing you have to say, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's it. That's it. Okay. The next thing is your relationships. What type of relationships you get into? Okay, that's one. Okay, what type of relationships you get into? Do you settle? Okay, do you just settle? And what I mean by settling, right? I will always say majority of the time before I got into a relationship, like say me and a guy, we was friends or whatever, I will always say I ain't looking for no relationship, but deep down inside I really wanted a relationship. Like I wanted water. Okay, I really wanted a relationship. And what tend to happen was the guy probably, he wasn't my ideal guy, right? But because I wasn't doing the work on myself, ooh, child. Oh, I wasn't doing the work on myself. And because I wasn't ready to change myself, oftentimes we'll say, no, that's not it. But that was really my case, okay? I wasn't ready to change myself. Why? Because I didn't think anything was wrong with me. I didn't think anything was wrong with me. So why would I be willing to change myself? And so when I would get into relationships, I would settle for the guy. And then I would try to make them into the ideal person that I wanted them to be. Okay? And then I would get frustrated when they wasn't what I wanted them to be. And honey, I wasn't what I wanted to be. Okay? Shit. Oh, thank you. Just Z1. Hey Rachel, PCA baby, PCA. What book? Three Magic Words by Yura Anderson. And what book do you want to read pertaining to what? Because I could give you some good recommendations pertaining to whatever it is. Um okay. I subscribe to you. Oh, I appreciate you, Sean. Okay. All right. So, yeah, so I wasn't even what I wanted to be. Okay. And here I am. I'm trying to get this person to be what I want them to be. And I wasn't even it. Okay. And so from there, it's so funny how, sometimes the things that we tend to go through in life, it is always reflecting back to us exactly how we're showing up in life. And you may be like, for so long, I will always be like, this is how I always been controlling. I was very controlling. I mean, okay, if I'm being honest, okay. And I used to just say, this is how I always been. And I was in a relationship with a guy and actually my children's father, okay, my youngest children's father. And one of the things he used to say, just because you've been that way, that doesn't mean that that's right, right? And he always used to say that. And I just used to be like, oh, whatever. Until I was experiencing mental health, experiencing anxiety and depression, which anxiety, if you're experiencing anxiety, is because of ignorance, okay? Lack of knowledge. It's because you're not expressing. You keeping all of that bottled up inside, whatever it is that you are going through, growing through, I like to say, you keeping all those things bottled up inside. And when you keep it bottled up inside, it turns into fear. And that fear, it turns into depression, right? Whatever you suppress, it turns into depress. Okay. And so what I started doing was oh, I appreciate you, Nivea. I started, expressing exactly how I felt. And I'm so grateful and thankful because I felt like the universe knew, exactly what it was doing, right? Like, you're going to have to get rid of certain people. You're going to have to, go by yourself. But don't worry. Your purpose is for, now, this is the universe speaking to me, okay? Yeah, don't worry. Your purpose is to make videos, okay? And that's how you're going to express yourself. If someone ever would have told me I would have been making videos like probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I would have never believed them because my self-image, it was so tainted, right? I had my self-esteem, really didn't have too much because I was so focused on dressing up the outside. About the shoes I had, the perfume, the jewelry, my hair being done, but my self-image on the inside, it was very, very poor. And I remember I had a friend of mine who, he was a guy, me and him used to work at the same exact job at a hardware store. And one of the things he said to me, I always used to go to him and ask him, about the guys that I was in a relationships or guys that I was having relations with. I would ask him pretty much like for his advice. And I remember one day he just looked at me and he said, if you don't change, Dina, you're going to get in your 30s and you're never going to know what love feels like. A great book for love, The Mastery of Love. Okay. The same exact author who wrote The Four Agreements. The Mastery of Love is so, so good. How could you expect somebody to give you oranges if they only have apples? Okay. Listen. All right. And so when he told me that, it was a part of me that didn't want to believe it, but it was a part of me deep down inside knew perhaps what he's saying is some truth to it, right? And after he told me that, I still was looking for love outside myself. And what I started doing was I started doing the work on myself. I had my spiritual awakening in 2018. And from me being sick and tired of the illusions, right? Like, oh, everything come from outside your existence. If you want love, seek it outside you. If you want to feel beautiful, dress yourself up and get the compliments. And, if somebody say you beautiful, you beautiful. Like, I was just so sick and tired of the illusions. I was so sick and tired of, this being perfect type, like trying to be so perfect, perfectionism. I was just so sick and tired of that. And from me being sick and tired and my pain pushing me while my pain pulled me, in the words of Michael Beckworth, okay, I started doing things different. Okay. I became so eager for change, like so desperate. I wanted change like I wanted change yesterday. Okay. I became so, so eager. And so I remember, and let me tell you something, if you seek, ye shall find. Okay. So, if you're looking for it, if you're looking for your life to become better, it will become better. If you seeking it, ye shall find. I always used to have this thing. I would go in the bathroom and I would say, I know I didn't come here for this. I know I didn't come here to work hard and pay bills. I know that's not what I came here for. And this was before I had my spiritual awakening. Okay. I knew I did not come here for that. And I remember, and this is another thing, because when you seek, ye shall find, but you have to be willing to take the necessary steps to do the work. Okay. I remember I was listening to rapper B.O.B. Okay. And I came across one of his videos. It was a few videos. I tried to find those videos on YouTube. They not up no longer. But I remember I came across his videos. And his video pretty much were talking about how to, pretty much change your life. That's why I got out of the video. And he was talking about spirituality. Up into that point, I tried different religions. The religions, they wasn't for me. If they for you, they for you, boo. Okay. But the religions wasn't for me because what I seen with religion, it pretty much divided people. It kind of put people in boxes, fear based, and I just seen it wasn't for me. Okay. And so this was the first person that I ever heard in my life ever say this. And this is what really got me. He said, "You're not going to need me. You're not going to need anyone outside your existence. You are innate, have the ability, right?" And basically what he was saying was to go within. Go within yourself, right? The answers that you seek, they all can be found within yourself. And one of the things he recommended a few, but one of the things that he recommended that I focused on wholeheartedly was meditation. Okay. Up until that point, I was taking medication, okay, for experiencing anxiety and depression and going to psychologists, going to therapists, and, things of that nature. And life is always showing you like what you are producing. Life is all, whatever you reaping, it is based upon the seeds that you planted. Let me just say that. Whatever you reaping is based upon the seeds that you are planting. So don't say, "Why am I reaping this?" or they the cause of me reaping this. No, whatever you reaping, it is because of the seeds that you planting. And the seeds I was planting was putting people on pedestals, okay? Letting people get free passes to talk to me any old type of way. Agreeing with people when I really didn't agree with them. Just being pretty much a people pleaser, okay? In some cases, right? And so I started meditating. Didn't even know if I was meditating right. I watched a few videos on YouTube on here to see, if I was meditating correctly, just did guided meditations. Then I downloaded this app. What's the app name? I'm thinking of the app. I can't, it's not coming to mind. But, so I was eager for change and I was willing to do whatever it took for me to get change, for me to receive change. And so that's how I started changing my self-image. But you can always see how your self-image is based upon how you treat your body. Okay, now I'm not perfect. Okay, don't ever get that from my videos. I'm not on here for, putting up facades. Oh, I'm perfect and stuff like that. I am not perfect. I'm perfect in my imperfections, but I am not perfect. Okay, and so some of the things, you want to see how you treat your body. For instance, right, I have my moon cycle right now, menstrual cramps. Okay, but I'm taking herbal tea. The herbal tea now, I'm relaxed. I'm okay. Okay. But if you see that you feel some type of way, or you are you the type that you see this may do certain things to your body and you still do it, right? Like, do you still do it? You see that relationship is toxic, but do you still be around a person? Okay. You see that, the job that you on, it like you deserve better, right? You deserve more, right? So you can always tell how your self-image is based upon your finances, based upon your self-talk, based upon what you do on a day in and day out basis. Okay. I see myself as having self-confidence. Okay. And every day I'm working on it. Every day I'm working on more self-confidence. Okay. This is an ongoing thing. This is not like, a one-step process. Well, I'm going to do it today, then no more. No, this is an ongoing thing. And so I pick up the books. I read the books. Okay. Because I know I am worthy. Okay. I know I am enough. Okay. I know I am deserving. And so those are the things that I am going to do. I am going to put the work in. Why? Because I believe in me. Okay. So I hope you guys having a phenomenal day. Hope you got something from this video. Let me know in a comment section what you guys been leaving. a bunch of comments, okay? And I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Let me know what is some of the things that you are working on within yourself. How are you changing your self-image? How I change my self-image each and every day. I have goals. I affirm myself. I get in the mirror. I start doing that again. Getting in the mirror, affirming myself, telling myself I am beautiful. I am pretty. I am amazing. I am worthy. I am enough. I am kind. I am loving. I am inspirational. I am success. Okay. I am integrity. Okay. I am loyal. Okay. I am healthy. I am wealthy. So, those are some of the things that I affirm myself with. Another thing is I study. So when I say I study, I'm reading constantly. I don't have time for television. Okay. If my children is here and they come in my room and they turn something on, I may watch something with them. But for the most part, it's just me and books, okay? And I never thought that I would be saying that, okay? But for the most part, I'm reading. I'm reading because what you have to understand is readers are leaders. And so I'm constantly reading, and I'm listening to personal development. And so that's how I start changing my self-image and also having goals, okay? It's not about the destination of the goal. It's about the journey and it's about the person that you become. You're not trading your life for this car. You're not trading your life for this house. Whatever you are, is about the person that you become in the midst of you setting these goals. Okay. And so that's why I do it. How could I be a better mother? How could I be a better sister, a better friend? How could I be a better content creator? How could I just be a better person overall? How could I be better to myself? And that's what it's about. It's not about us having it all figured out. To the person that's out there that's like, I got to have it all figured out. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're wasting time if you're feeling like you got to have it all figured out. You figure it out as you go along. Okay. So I highly recommend it. And I'm gonna say this, you're gonna keep hearing me say this, especially if you subscribe to my channel. I say the same thing each and every time. Goals. You have to have goals. You cannot hit a target if you don't have a target. How you gonna hit it if you don't have a target? Okay. And you need to see exactly where you are right now. Where are you right now? Write that down. Whatever it is, finances, health, whatever it is, all this stuff, even the stuff that you don't want to look at, even the stuff that you don't want to see, write all those things down. And then you are going to write exactly what it is that you want for your life, what you desire. And you don't have to know, oh, well, how it's going to work out. I'm not going to put this on the list because I don't even see how the hell it's going to work out. Don't listen. Okay. You don't, majority of the people or all the people who have set goals, they did not know exactly how they was going to accomplish those goddamn goals. And another thing is those goals that you set, they should scare you and they should excite you at the same time. Okay. So when I'm setting goals, right, each and every day, 15 to 20 shorts. Okay. What shorts are for some people, they are the videos, the short form videos, okay, there's less than a minute, okay, or up to a minute, okay, 15 of those, then 3 or 4 long form videos or anything that's after a minute. I don't have a clue on what the topic is going to be about. Don't have a clue, okay, but a great book that I recommend, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, okay, who talked about goals and goal setting. You don't need to know exactly how it's going to come about. A lot of people, they tend to ask or demand, like, oh, give me the heat. And then I put the wood in. Okay. Like what Zig Ziglar said or Bob Proctor. Give me the heat first. And then I'm going to put the wood in. No, that's not how it works. You write the goal out first. Okay. Today I'm doing 15 shorts, 20 shorts. Okay. Then I'm doing 4 long form videos. I don't have a clue what they're going to be about. But soon as I put that on the paper, my higher self start getting to working. It's called the servo mechanism. Okay. From the book, Psycho-Cybernetics. Okay. Really your higher self, start working and assisting you on hitting and accomplishing what you set out to do. So you are not by yourself. Your higher self, it knows the route that you should take, okay? But you have to listen to it. You have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to your intuition. Okay. Before you listen to anybody, make sure you are listening to your intuition. And so, with that being said, I appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for showing up. I catch you guys on the next one. I may come back on here later. I'm not sure. I have to see. Because I got 3 books to read. Not the whole 3 books, but probably like a chapter from each book. Right now, today I'm reading The Happiness Hypothesis. I don't know if you guys ever read that book, but I'm reading that book. My intuition told me to grab it from off my shelf. I had that book for a while. So I'm going to read that today. And then Psycho Cybernetics and, of course, Prosperity Bible. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. With that being said, rock out, believe in yourself. Make sure you are growing, going, and, of course, glowing. Until next time, peace.